on 9th July 2025, there was a nationwide strike on the demands of private against on the demands of stop privatization and stop the labor reforms. Particularly, labor reforms has already been started in 2020, and all the 29 laws are amalgamated in four code which have been signed by the Honorable President of India. And therefore they became a now code, and all the 29 act has been abolished. And then now if we will ask for the labor reforms, it will not have an effect being the code are already in existing since 2010-20. Privatization is already uh, on the policy of the central government, and they are not distracting from their intention to privatize. So, if we want to stop the privatization, we will have to agitate for a longer period till our demands are fulfilled. Secondly, All India Power Engineers Federation Chairman Shailendra Dubey has notified the strike. The subject was, the letter was addressed to the Ministry of Power, and the subject was to stop the privatization of distribution system uh, in UP, that is uh, eastern and southern uh, companies of the UP state electricity companies. However, the concentration was not given to the demands of the Maharashtra employees, which are particularly falls in the category of stopping the parallel license to the private uh, companies, private owner, and in transmission company, which is the government company, to stop the TBCB of 2000 crores works in a one scheme. So these both the schemes are both the demands were very much important. There was the one demand also pension, so that has not been discussed in the 9th July strike, because in the notice given by the Kruti Samiti of Maharashtra Electricity Workers and Subordinate Engineers Association, the it was notified all the demands, but eventually these have not been discussed with the management, or management has not taken any load for taking cognizance of the demands, because it was a nationwide strike. So actually, the All India Power Engineers Federation should have concentrated on the demands of the successor companies or unions of successor companies on priority. But unfortunately, that has not been done at the level of the All India Power Engineers Federation. So now the unions have to face with the MERC, Maharashtra Electricity Regulatory Commission, because according to the Proviso 6 of Section 14 for the distribution licensee, the MERC is empowered to grant license for parallel licensing. So we have to see the loopholes of all the private companies, and we have to notify before the MERC so that the license to the private owners or private companies will not be given to them. Therefore, my earnest request to all about this distribution parallel licensee to take up the matter with the MERC on the day fixed, uh, that is 22nd July, and submit an objection to them. We have already submitted objection in case number 3 by 2023, that is Toronto, but again it has been repeated, so we will submit the objection which has already been submitted during 2023. Secondly, for the TBCB, for survival of the employees of transmission, TBCB should be stopped. Otherwise, all the tenders will be taken over by the private companies, that is Adani and others, and transmission people will not have a work of the project to strengthen the network or to increase the revenue from the transmission charges. So this is also more important. Thirdly, state government should look into the fact that the generation MSPGCL power station should not be backed down, and also the hydropower station which is on the lease to the MSPGCL should not taken back and should not be transferred to the government for operation and maintenance, because what government is doing after taking over the uh, hydropower station, they will sell out to the private owners, and the rates of that hydropower per unit will be much more than the present rate. Even though the life of hydropower station is came to an end, its efficiency is very good, and therefore it should not be taken over by the state government and should not be uh, sale for the purpose of sale to the private owners, and which will be the rates which will be higher. There are several power stations which has taken over by the state government. Now the rates of that per unit is very much high than before taking over of the hydropower station. So it should look into this matter, and all India Power Engineers Federation should come to the rescue and should see that there should not be any parallel licensee in the Maharashtra, uh, and uh, TBCB should be stopped. They have to take up the matter with the central government, Ministry of Power, and this should be stopped, because the work of the transmission company is very much okay. Availability and other factors, normative parameters fixed by the MERC is okay. Likewise, distribution company's work is also okay. So there is no necessity of the parallel licensing in the distribution, and for that, All India Power Engineers Federation should come into the picture and should take efforts, tireless effort, to stop all the things. So I request Mr. Shailendra Dubey All India Power Chairman All India Power Engineers Federation to look into the matter of the Maharashtra instead of much concentration on the UP Power Corporation to restrict the privatization of the distribution companies of UP. So I again sincerely request to the All India Power Engineers Federation to look into the facet of the demands of the uh, Maharashtra successor electricity companies, which are the government companies formed under Electricity Act 2003 after reformation of MSCB, that is generation company, transmission company, distribution company, and holding company. So again, I it is my personal opinion. It need not be uh, matched with the other views. So please treat that this is my opinion, my individual opinion, and not related with the others. So thank you very much. And uh, today is the Guru Purnima. I give, I extend the best wishes to all who are our gurus, and I give the best wishes in view of this uh, Guru Purnima. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.